All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Sabrina Lamberson, and a lot of you have seen me through Facebook, through Twitter, through Pinterest, through many different things. And what I do is I have a fun wine business. So today, what I want to do is share with you why I even decided to join this wine business many years ago, and what my own personal testimonial, or what we like to call our why in the wine business. Why did I even join WineShop at Home? And so for those of you who might be joining me now or later, if there's anything that you feel that this rings true for you, give me a call. I'd really love to talk with you. I want to first ask you, have you ever felt stuck? Have you ever felt stuck in your life with yourself or with your family? Because 8 years ago, that was me. That was my husband and I. And it was 2008, and I'm sure a lot of you know what happened in 2008. The recession hit and affected a lot of Americans. It did affect my family as well. We felt really stuck, like we needed a way to support our family, and yet our kids at the time, they were 2, 4, and 6 years old. I have a boy and 2 girls. And as I'm sure many of you parents out there know, when your kids are young, you're already feeling like you really don't want to, at least for me, I didn't want to be away from them. I wanted to be able to take them to school when they needed to go to school, be there for them when I pick them up from school. Any future sports practices, I envisioned a life as a mom that I really wanted, that I wanted for our family. And so anyway, and also the other thing too is I didn't have the funds to pay for daycare, and daycare is expensive, and honestly, I didn't want to put them in daycare. So I had this vision for our life, and it got derailed in 2008. So then I started to look and search, and then I thought, well, I don't want to have that 9-to-5 corporate job. And then I thought to myself, well, maybe retail. Maybe I'll go do some retail. I used to do that, during my summer and winter breaks in college. So maybe I'll do that. Well, it was during the holidays. I remember it was 2007 during a holiday break, actually 2008, I think. Anyway, I did 2 weeks of a holiday break and working at a retail store. And I think being a mom, I just didn't like other people telling me what to do. I didn't like for them to tell me to clean this, do that. It didn't fit. And I've never quit a job before, but that one I did quit after 2 weeks. That's when I started to look around, figure something out. I had kind of some hangups about direct sales because I really didn't want to get involved in a company where I felt like, everyone has all this product. How long is this going to last? Something that I didn't stick with. I wanted something that I would stick with for a very long time to support our family. Well, I was really happy because I talked with a mom friend, and she happened to know about WineShop at Home. And I thought, well, God, I've always loved wine. Back in, 2001, my husband and I, before we had kids, we took a trip to Italy and fell in love with everything, with Tuscany and wine. And so I thought, my God, I love wine, but I don't know much about it. I know I like red wine and some whites, but I'm not a sommelier. I'm not an expert. But she definitely rest me assured that you do not have to be an expert in wine. You don't have to be a sommelier. Just love wine and know how to read. And that's pretty much it. So I'm like, okay, well, tell me a little more about this. So we started to talk, and I realized that I was a little scared. Honestly, I was kind of scared that, is this going to work? And I was excited, scared and excited at the same time. And I think when you combine those two emotions, something amazing can happen. And it really did for us. So now, that was 2008, I joined. And then several years later, here we are, 2016. I couldn't believe, I never would have imagined being where we're at right now, and yet I have so many more big goals to still do with WineShop at Home. Now, 8 years later, WineShop at Home has given my husband and I the ability to go on amazing trips around the world. I've earned 6 dream vacations with WineShop at Home just from doing my wine business. From a cruise to the Caribbean, let's see, Italy, Jamaica, Cancun. I took my mom to Barcelona. That was January earlier this year. My husband was so sweet. He gave up his seat and told me to take my mom to Barcelona, and she's never been to Europe. That was an incredible experience. Next year, I already earned the trip for my husband and I to go to Cabo, and we're already working right now for the next trip in 2018 to go to Costa Rica. So if you have the wanderlust, wanting to travel, you can definitely do that with this business. So I've earned these great trips. I have an awesome wine team around the country that I love to talk with every week and help share with them some tips of the trade I've learned. And, you know, the things I share with them are not only, you know, the great successes that you can have with WineShop at Home, but sometimes there's challenges in any business. You have challenges, and I've been through them, and I share with them how to get through those challenges. So it's been incredible. I've learned so much about wine, and I love my job. Tonight I have a wine tasting here in my neighborhood. Tomorrow I have another one, and then I've got the weekend off with my kids. So let me get back to those guys, the kids and my husband. You know, I have been able to go to so many sports practices, meets for my children. If my kids are sick, I don't have to pick up the phone and call a boss to say, hey, can I take today off? My youngest she's got a cold. No, I'm my own boss. And that for me is everything. Feeling a little emotional talking about it because it is. My kids, as you guys, I'm sure, okay, did not expect this. My kids are my life, as I'm sure your children are your life. Oh, okay, this is live. So it really hits a chord with me that I've been able to have this amazing job and be there for my family when I want to, take vacations when we want to, and not have to ask somebody when to take that time off. This is my home. This is my office. This is the heart and soul of where I work my wine shop at home. And then the bigger heart and soul is when I go to people's home and do in-home wine tastings. So I just wanted to share with you today a little bit about myself, who I am. I live in San Diego. Actually, I was born here, but grew up in Alaska for a few years, and most of my life grew up in Houston, Texas. So I'm an Aggie, gig 'em. And then my husband and I, we moved out to California back in 2000. So I love living out here, and I love the wine country lifestyle. So if you're feeling stuck, or if you know someone who's feeling stuck, I would just love to have a conversation with you, to talk with you a little bit more about how WineShop at Home could be an incredible benefit for you. And the thing I tell everybody that I talk with who joins my wine team is, make this what you want. Make it what you want. If you want to do this part-time alongside another job, great, you can do that. If you want to do this full-time alongside another job, you can absolutely do that. So I want to ask you, if you would like to have a conversation with me, please feel free. My website is uncorkthebottle.com. My phone number is there. You can call or text me. You can shoot me a message. And I have to share with you an amazing special that we have for the month of October. In all my 8 years, I've never seen our company do this before. So if you join in the month of October through our WineShop at Home app, and I'll teach you how to do that, it's pretty easy. When you join to become an independent wine consultant, you and me can be entered into a drawing to win a wine fridge. I mean, they've never done this before. This is the biggest prize they've ever offered before. I need a wine fridge. Do you need a wine fridge? Or if you already have one, you can gift it to somebody for the holidays. So, amazing special for the month of October. You can join our company for as low as $79. Oh, I have to share really quickly. That is another huge reason why I joined this business, not just because of what it's enabled me to do for our lifestyle as a family, but also I don't carry inventory. I am not having to shell out a bunch of money every single month, schlepping around product from one house to the other. It is such an elegant and streamlined system of not having to carry inventory and having an incredibly low overhead. I just love that about my business. So very flexible, no inventory, and we really specialize in amazing wines. So I want to actually do more consistent Facebook Live video conversations with you all to share with you some more about our winery and give you a little bit more of an inside look. But I thought I'd start off today with just sharing with you my own personal journey of WineShop at Home. And I cannot wait for several years to come to have more fun and just amazing things ahead for my family and I and my wine team with our company. So thank you for joining me live, and if you're watching this recording, don't forget my website, uncorkthebottle.com. Let's have a conversation, get involved in the wine industry. It is a blast, and we are going to be just a huge household name in the country, so join now. This is the perfect time to do it. All right, I'm signing off. Everybody have a happy hump day and have a glass of wine tonight. Cheers.